What is going on, everyone? Eagles up 10-0 at the break. Some good, some bad, some ugly. We're going to break it all down. To be up 10-0, you would think it would be a fun halftime show, but I've got more frustrations that we're going to break down. Joining us, he is Shane Haff at Shane Haff NFL on X. What's up, Shane?
Yeah, I mean, you're right to be frustrated. The Eagles should have a 4-score lead at this point, and the offense is not keeping up their end of the bargain. And the play calling stinks and the execution stinks. Honestly, everything about the offense has stunk so far this game. And that's frustrating because the Packers offense is waking up. Obviously, they throw that interception at the end, but you got to feel a little uneasy only being up 10-0 right now.
I agree. You have 3 takeaways and 10 points. You're only up 10 points. We're getting all the comments. At least 24 or 14-0 should be up 24-0, 14-0. The offense is not good enough. They had at least 3 or 4 chances to really put this game away in that second quarter. And man, Jalen Hurts, Kellen Moore, he needs to get his head out of his ass, Shane. I don't know what this offense is. No quick hits. They went away from Saquon Barkley way too much in the first half when they were getting good yards. I feel like yet again, we're back to Eagles not being able to handle the blitz. We're back to way too many long developing plays on offense. Do what the offense does well. Run it with your 200-yard, 2,000-yard runner. Quick slants to A.J. Brown. Stop getting cute with the ball. This game shouldn't be close, Shane.
Yeah, the play calling's been an abomination. I mean, you go from a 3rd and 5 where you call a screen pass that gets no yardage and then punt it on 4th and 5 from the Green Bay 47, which, by the way, turns out to be a touchback. So you basically gained like 25 yards off the punt. And then the next drive, you get the interception from Slay. You get a bogus penalty, but then on a 3rd and 12, you just call a give-up run play. To this last sequence, like, you run the ball on 1st down and get 6 yards, and you're on the fringe of field goal range. Like 2 or 3 more yards gives you like a 53-yard field goal, and you don't run the ball again. You call back-to-back incomplete passes, and then you punt it away. The offense is wasting every. Jalen Hurts started 6 of 6. He's 0 of 7 passing since then, and just nothing about the offense is working. And I think the design has been terrible. I think the execution's been really bad.
Yeah. It's like death, taxes, and bubble screens never working. I don't understand why you're throwing a goddamn bubble screen to Devontae Smith's side, who weighs 100 pounds soaking wet. It's just mind-boggling what they're doing. And the fact it's like Nick Sirianni all over, Brian Johnson all over again. When things are working, they just go away from it. And very, very frustrating first half when the defense has been really bailing them out. And I think that's the big takeaway is that Kellen Moore just needs to get his head out of his ass. We are a second half team. We should be feeling good. But again, this shouldn't be close. Quick thoughts on Jalen Hurts. I thought he's not it just looks, I don't want to say lost, but what's your take?
I mean, the Eagles have dropped back to pass 15 times, and Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown have combined for 3 targets. Like, run the offense through your stars. Hurts started good and then went cold. He's looked bad. Everything about the offense has looked bad. There's no part of it that's looked good since that opening drive.
That offensive line has looked really solid at times.
But they've also given up quick pressure several times.
Saquon Barkley, 9 carries, 58 yards. Jahan Dotson did get that touchdown. 2 targets for A.J. Brown. 1 target for Devontae Smith. Correct me if I'm wrong, Shane, but like those guys had double-digit targets in game 1 or week 1 against the Packers. That is unbelievably bad. I don't know what's going on. Let's start talking defense. 3 takeaways, 2 by the defense. Nakobe Dean going out, man, that was really hard to see. He was on his way to arguably being player of the game. And when you lose half of what made the 2024 Eagles defense so good with Zach Bond and Nakobe Dean and their tackling, and you lose half of that, I feel like at times this Eagles defense clicks when they're playing disciplined, they're making tackles, they're wrapping up. I feel like that got away from them in the first half. What's your thoughts on the defense?
Yeah, I thought the defense played really well. That last drive, it felt like Green Bay was starting to click a little bit. They convert from back-to-back 1st and 20 situations, but then Jordan Love throws the interception. And so it feels like the last 2 drives the Packers have had, they get into field goal range and miss a field goal, and then they're moving the ball and throw an interception. And I mean, it feels like the Packers offense is heating up a little bit, but the defense has been so good. And there was a lot of missed tackles on that one. I think it was Jaden Reed.
Yep.
It all started with Oren Burks taking a bad angle and kind of wiping Zach Bond out of the play. And then it went from there. But the defense has played good. The defense is going to have to continue to play good. Unfortunately, this feels a lot like the Washington game to me, where the defense is forcing turnovers and the offense is doing nothing with it, and it's staying close, and it's got me a little worried.
This needs to be like that Rams game when Saquon comes out in the one of the first plays in the second half and just goes off for like a 70-yard touchdown. The Eagles just need to get their mojo back. Defense is carrying this team again. Won't beat the Lions with this offense, says Salty Dad. Darius Slay got a very nice interception. Isaiah Rodgers had a really nice play in coverage there. It didn't count, but it was still impressive.
When they threw that flag, I thought they called it on Isaiah Rodgers, and I was about to be so mad because that was such good coverage. But they didn't. They took it. It was on the offense, but yeah.
And then Zach Bond having a massive interception there, keeping this game out of reach for the Packers. Second half adjustments, man. What do the Eagles need to do?
Offensively, they just got to wake up, like get in rhythm. The Packers have started showing a lot of pressure looks, and the Packers don't normally blitz a lot, and they're not very good at it when they do, but it threw the Eagles for a loop, and I doubt it's something that they anticipated. The Eagles were out of sorts a couple times against cover 0 looks. And so, I mean, get the quick game, the slants going to A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. Use your RPO game. I mean, when the offense was working, it was simple. It was single high, you throw that out route to Devontae Smith. You can't cover that. When they were, too high, they were running the ball and having success. You just got to get back into that rhythm. And so quick plays, stop the holding onto the ball forever. You got to get Hurts in a rhythm. And absolutely. That doesn't mean a screen pass.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, and this doesn't even need to be a run. Just give me Saquon in the check down. Like the second half adjustments begins and ends with the offense getting its head out of its ass, getting the ball to A.J. Brown and Devontae, and handing it off to Saquon and let this offensive line do its thing. Shane, anything, plugs, final thoughts before we head to the second half?
Yeah, I'm hanging out on Twitter, live tweeting clips from the game. So come follow along there. And then we'll be back right after the game going live to break it all down. What is hopefully an Eagles win. Hopefully they wake up in the second half. So come hang out with us for the post-game show.
Absolutely, guys. We'll be back in a little under 2 hours. He is Shane Half at Shane Half NFL. I'm Deibs, Mr. Crockpot on X. Stay awesome, everyone. Go Birds.